Did you know that 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? Shocking, right? But here's the kicker. Even 1 in 10 people earning over $100,000 a year are part of that same statistic. In today's roller coaster economy, financial stability isn't just a luxury, it's your ticket to freedom. So let's dive in. We're talking about the secret sauce to crushing your long-term goals and building that dream future. It's not about get-rich-quick schemes or crypto gambles. Nope, we're diving into something way more powerful. Stability. Trust me, it's sexier than you think. That's why today I'll take you to the critical importance of stability. How to secure your future. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our video updates. Plus, it helps us spread the Thrive Wise love to help more people thrive wisely. Now, let's begin. Alright, let's get real for a second. Life's got more plot twists than a binge-worthy Netflix series. And they're not always the good kind. We're talking economic nosedives that make roller coasters look tame, job markets that ghost you faster than your Tinder date, and those lovely surprise expenses that pop up like unwanted ads. Remember 2008? Yeah, that financial meltdown wasn't just a bad dream. Or how about the pandemic curveball that nobody saw coming? Suddenly, quote-unquote stable industries became as shaky as a Jenga tower in an earthquake. And let's not forget about those sneaky everyday villains. Rising living costs, shrinking paychecks, and debt that grows faster than your succulent collection. One day you're sipping lattes, feeling on top of the world, and then the next, your car decides it's the perfect time to break down. But here's the real kicker. It's not just about surviving these financial jump scares. It's about thriving despite them. Because let's face it, when you're constantly in firefighting mode, those big dreams of yours like that startup idea, that dream house, or that round-the-world trip, they start to look more like pipe dreams. But don't worry too much because that's why we're here. We're going to build your fortress of fiscal stability. And we're not just going to stack pennies here. We're creating an impenetrable shield against life's economic sucker punches, turning your financial house from a house of cards to Fort Knox. So let's get started. Number 1. Budgeting. We all know budgeting is as exciting as watching paint dry, but hear me out. Budgeting is like having a financial GPS. Without it, you're basically driving blindfolded through a maze of expenses, hoping that you don't crash into a wall of debt. Here's a mind-blowing fact. People who budget regularly are 53% more likely to achieve their financial goals. That's like having a superpower in your pocket. So, how do we make budgeting less newsworthy? Well, enter the burrito method. Stay with me here. Imagine your income as a big juicy burrito. Each expense is an ingredient. You've got your rice, which is housing, beans for utilities, meat is your food, and so on. The goal is to craft the perfect burrito without letting any ingredients spill out. If your guac, which is entertainment, is oozing everywhere, you might need to cut back and wrap that burrito tighter. Number 2. Emergency Fund. Next up is the emergency fund, your financial airbag. Life loves to throw curveballs, and unless you're secretly a Jedi with precognitive abilities, you'll want to be prepared. Did you know that 56% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency expense from savings? That's like trying to stop a flood with a paper towel. It's not gonna end well. Think of your emergency fund as your own personal time machine. It's not going to let you go back and unbreak your leg, but it will transport you back to financial stability when life decides to play whack-a-mole with your bank account. Aim to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses. I know it sounds like it's a lot, but remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is financial stability. You can start small. Even $20 a week adds up to over $1,000 in a year. That's a lot of ramen noodles in college. or one really fancy avocado toast in New York City. Number 3. Investments. Now let's talk about making your money work harder than a squirrel before winter. Investments. Fun fact, if you had invested $1,000 in Amazon stock back in 2009, it would be worth over $23,600 today. That's a 2,260% return. I'm not saying you should time travel and invest in Amazon, though if you figure out how, you should call me. But it illustrates the power of smart investing. I know investing might seem scarier than asking your crush to prom, but it doesn't have to be. You can start with index funds. They're like the buffet of the investment world. You get a little bit of everything without having to be a stock-picking genius. All you need to remember is that investing is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about getting rich overnight, it's about consistent growth over time. Think of it like planting a money tree. You don't just check it every day expecting fruit. You need to water it, which is contributing regularly, make sure it's in good soil or diversify, and let time do its thing. And please, for the love of all that is holy, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Diversification is key. It's like having a playlist for every mood. You don't want to be stuck listening to death metal when you're trying to relax, right? Number 4. Career development. Your career is like your own personal money-making machine. The better it runs, the more it produces. Also, here's a sobering stat. The average person will spend 90,000 hours at work over their lifetime. That's longer than it takes to watch all episodes of Simpsons 361 times. Yes, I did the math. No, I don't need a hobby. So if you're going to spend that much time working, you might as well get really good at it and make it pay off, right? Investing in your skills is like giving your money-making machine a nitro boost. Take courses, attend workshops, network like your social life depends on it, because let's face it, it kind of does. Because in today's world, if you're not learning, you're basically running backwards on a treadmill, exhausting yourself while going nowhere. Consider this. People with a bachelor's degree earn about $1 million more over their lifetime compared to those with just a high school diploma. That's a lot of avocado toast. But it's not just about formal education. Soft skills like communication, leadership, and problem solving are basically the WD-40 of your career, since they make everything run smoother. Plus, they're transferable. So even if your industry goes the way of the floppy disk, you'll have skills that are always in demand. And don't forget about side hustles. In today's gig economy, having multiple income streams is like having a backup generator for your finances. Whether it's freelancing, starting a small business, or selling your artisanal, organic, gluten-free vegan dog treats, hey, no judgment. Diversifying your income can provide extra stability and opportunities. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in his garage, and look where he is now. If that's not enough to convince you, then how about I drop a truth bomb that will blow your mind harder than finding out that your childhood goldfish didn't actually run away to join the circus? Ready? Here it is. Stability isn't just about having a fat bank account or a job that doesn't make you want to fake your own death and move to Bali. No, the real magic of stability is what it gives you. Freedom. Think about it. When you're not constantly stressed about money, when you're not one flat tire away from financial ruin, something amazing happens. Your brain, that magnificent machine between your ears, suddenly has the bandwidth to dream big, to innovate, to create. Stability is like oxygen for your aspirations. It's the firm ground that lets you leap towards the stars without fear of face planting back to Earth. It's the safety net that allows you to take calculated risk, to pursue that crazy business idea, to finally write that novel, or to tell your horrible boss, I quit, without breaking into a cold sweat. In essence, stability isn't the end goal. It's the launch pad. It's not about playing it safe. It's about creating a secure base from which you can play big and bold in life. In essence, stability is your secret weapon for a brighter future. So budget wisely, build that emergency fund, invest smartly, and supercharge your career. All you need to remember is that it's not about being boring. It's about creating a rock-solid foundation for an epic life. And also, if you had a bulletproof financial stability, what's the wildest dream you'd pursue? Skydive into a pool of jello? Start a chipmunk choir? Launch a mission to Mars? Drop your craziest aspirations in the comments. Let's see who's got the most outrageous dream. And well, that's basically the critical importance of stability. How to secure your future. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And hey, it seems that YouTube thinks that the next video can completely transform your financial situation. Watch it to find out whether they're correct. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more videos on how to thrive wisely. Till next time.